on, guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today I have an NU match against my good friend Dan, aka aDrive. A lot of you might know who he is. If you do not, you have to check out his channel. It's in the description. He does a lot of live streaming and shiny hunting and stuff like that, and I'm a pretty big fan of his stuff, so we decided to actually have an NU match. He asked me if I wanted to do this on the stream. I was like, sure, man, so let's get this going. I actually live streamed this on my own Twitch account to my viewers as well, so this was a pretty interesting one. Anyways, he decided to lead off with a Swellow, as I decided to lead off a Quagsire. I actually expected him to lead off with a Sandslash, which is why I brought Quagsire out here to get, you know, that Scald off or whatever, but he decided to lead off with a Swellow. I'm guessing just to get the pivot U-turn out, as he does, and looking at his team, he does not have much for my Quagsire, honestly. He decides to U-turn out into Shell Shock the Wartortle, as I just decided to go for a Scald. I figured might as well go for the safe play. I knew he was going to U-turn out on his Swellow, so a Scald, you know, maybe get a chance to burn something, I don't know, do a little bit of damage. But anyways, the Eviolite Wartortle is not going to take, ain't going to take any damage from that. But he now decides to go for a Toxic, pretty much, basically, considering his team does not have much for Quagsire, Toxic is his only, you know, chance to be able to whittle down my health. So I decided to go for an Infestation on this thing. This is actually my different Quagsire that I like to use occasionally that has Infestation and, you know, some interesting moveset. He's got like Toxic. It basically locks things in that can't really hurt me too bad, so it's pretty interesting. I like this Quagsire set. But anyways, he's just gonna go for the Scald now. I am not water absorbed, so I'm gonna have to take some damage from that. And at this point now I'm gonna go for my own Toxic. I'm like, so we're just both gonna be freaking poisoned as hell out here. Luckily, he's going to be taking continual damage from the Infestation and the Toxic, and since he does not have any form of recovery, he's going to eventually be whittled down. So at this point, I don't know if it's worth switching for me, because I don't want anything to take a Scald and get burned. I don't want anything else to really get poisoned. So at this point, I actually realized that since this Toxic damage is going to rack up, I might as well stay in here. He goes for the Toxic, predicting the switch, which was a nice play, but I actually just decided to stay in and go for Recover because I just wanted to get some health back and let this thing, you know, dwindle down. So his Wartortle's losing health here pretty quickly, and at this point, my mindset is basically to just stay in here with Quagsire, be able to take care of this Wartortle. He's not going to have any rapid spin supports or anything like that. The Wartortle's not the scariest thing on his team, obviously, but it would be nice to get this thing out of here. So I just decided to recover one more time after he hits me with a Scald. He can't do anything. He is stuck in here due to the Infestation, and so he has no other move than just keep on going for some Scalds. But at this point, I can basically just keep on recovering off this damage. The poison damage is racking up, so Quagsire is losing quite a bit of health from it, but then I realize after one more turn, he is going to die. So he's just going to hit me with one more Scald, as my Quagsire is such a damn troll. I just go for one more recover, and that is fantastic. So I get almost back to full health. The poison is going to do a lot to me, but honestly, I'll trade that for a dead Wartortle. So this thing is going to die after this poison damage here, and yeah, so that is a dead turtle. So Quagsire, better water type today, and down goes the Wartortle. So I'm gonna take a bunch of freaking poison damage here, so I have to get out of here. I basically must get out of here, or else I'm gonna just start racking up like extreme poison damage. But now he brings out Smokey the Bear, and I'm trying to figure out if this is gonna be a Gust attacker or a quick feet one. So I actually just decided to switch into Toss. I know I can take an attack relatively nicely since he does not have a status condition yet, so that Facade does not too much to me, and at this point I'm kind of worried about if he is Guts, if he's going to be able to take me out. But usually you see a lot of Quick Feet Ursaring, so he actually decides to switch out, which basically kind of tells me that he is going to be Quick Feet, which is actually kind of scary though, because those things are fast as hell, and Ursaring can hit like a motherfucking semi-truck. But anyways, I just go for the Storm Throw as he brings out the Sandslash, and the defensive wall is not going to be able to take a whole bunch of damage from that. But luckily for me, I am not really feeling too bad about this matchup here. I decide that it's probably in my best interest to actually stay in and start setting up some bulk ups, as he just decides to throw some Stealth Cocks out there. So that's cool. I'm just gonna keep on bulking up. Honestly, I realize the Sandslash does not have much to do to me. After the defense raise, he's Earthquakes and shit are not gonna be able to do a whole lot. He can knock off my leftovers. That's honestly fine if that's what he chooses to do. My mindset here is basically to just get Toss as fucking buff as I possibly can. We're just gonna be working out here, Toss. So he goes for the knockoff. That is completely fine. Gets rid of my leftovers. I'm not gonna get that recovery, but I do have rest on this throw, so I will be able to get my health back if I need to. But anyways, I go for another bulk up, so I'm getting pretty scary over here. He should be worried. The Sandslash should be scared, as he now decides to switch out. He is going to go into, I believe, the Mismagius. No, he goes into U-Miss. No, it's this thingy. He goes into this fucking weird ghost bug thing, as I just go for another bulk up. So I'm at +3 here. I kind of assume that the reason why he would have brought this in here is expecting me not to have a move to hit it with. I do luckily have payback, so I am going to be able to hit this thing with super effective damage. And he sees that after going for the protect, and he's like, well, I got to get the hell back on out of here, and switches back into Sand Slash as I just go for one more payback. And it's not going to do a whole lot to the Sand Slash, obviously, but even after +3 defenses and stuff, the Sand Slash is literally not going to be able to do a damn thing to me. The cool part about Throh is if he decides to go for like a Toxic or anything, I'll just be able to, it'll just activate my Guts ability and give me even more attack, so that's awesome. But now I just go for a Storm Throw. It's going to do a little bit more, and it's looking like a 2-hit KO at this point on the Sand Slash. And as you saw, his Earthquake is going to do like absolutely no damage, so I freaking love using Throh in NU. It is awesome. If a team is relatively unprepared for it, you can just start setting up bulk ups, and then it's pretty much game over from then on. This thing is just an absolute monster. So helpful, so helpful. But anyways, I'm able to take that thing out with one more Storm Throw. That is the dead Sand Slash, and now he decides to bring out the Hermione, which is the Mismagius, and he's going to hit me with a Shadow Ball. He does get the special defense drop, which is unfortunate, but this payback is definitely going to be able to take care of this thing. I knew I was going to be able to take an attack from it for sure, and be able to dish out a nice payback. So Throh is just doing his thing, you know, just throwing paybacks at shit, and that Mismagius goes down. So that's cool. Next, he's going to bring back out the Shedinja, and at this point, I believe he is going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. He knows that I do have the Guts ability, but at this point, it's in his best interest to basically just get rid of, slowly whittle down my health. Seeing as he doesn't really have anything to hurt me, he probably has like X Scissor or something like that, but honestly, I'm at like +3 defense, and I resist that. So going for the Will-O-Wisp was actually a nice play, but as you'll see here, he goes for the Protect, hoping that this next burn damage was going to kill me, but I'm able to just go for a rest. So I'm like, alright, perfect time to take a nice little nap here. I'm going to get all of my health back. And that is awesome. I got rid of the burn. I'm back to full health, and Throh is looking like I'm setting up a sweep here. This is pretty much not much that he has on his team that can stop me at this point. Now he's gonna bring back out Smokey the Bear, and the only thing he can do to me to get rid of this Throh is if he gets a critical hit. So let's see what happens here. He takes some poison damage, and now he is able to go for a Facade. +3 defense. I should be able to take that nicely, but he does get a critical hit, which negates the defense raise, and that is gonna easily kill me. So that is quite unfortunate. This Ursaring came in here and just ruined Through's day. I was about to get a nice little sweep, but it did not happen. Anyways, now I'm going to bring out Quagsire, because I know I'm like probably the only one on my team that's going to be able to take a Facade from this damn bear. So I live it with 10 HP, and I'm like, holy shit, I did not even think he was gonna knock me down that much. But that shows me that this thing's got some offensive power. But after the recover, it's looking like I'll be able to take another one, but I'm just kind of worried because this toxic damage on myself is gonna, slowly whittle me down to the point where he is gonna be able to kill me with a Facade. But I went for the recover there just to basically stall out another turn of toxic damage on his side, so that Ursaring is slowly taking damage. But now he's just gonna switch into Talos Swift, fucking classic nickname, as I just go for one more recover. Quagsire gets back to like full health, and at this point the Swallow can do a lot of damage to me, but honestly, I'm not really too afraid of it. Like, for the most part, he is going to be able to do a lot with Facade or Brave Bird or whatever, but he just goes for the Facade. That is going to knock Quagsire down to red health, and I figure, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to throw a Scald at this thing, get as much damage as possible, so that way I can bring in, like, my Basculin and be able to get an Aqua Jet kill or anything like that. But poison damage is going to knock me down to 16, and he is going to be able to kill me with one more hit. But luckily, he is taking that burn damage and stuff like that, so the Swallow is not looking too threatening anymore. I like to keep my Basculin on my team, like in the back pocket, for cases like this when there's really fast Pokemon. All you really have to do is whittle them down enough to the point where a Choice Banded Aqua Jet or whatever will be able to take care of it. I actually decided to go into Cradillo here, knowing that Cradillo is going to be able to actually take an attack from this thing. He goes for a U-turn. I actually should have gone into Basculin there and been able to kill that thing, but the U-turn is going to do a buttload of damage to me, as Cradillo's like, ouch, that's freaking, that's just rude, man, that hurts. Cradillo does not like getting hit with freaking attacks like that. So I just go for the Stealth Rock. That's why I brought in Cradillo. I wanted to get the Stealth Rocks up so that way when the Shedinja came back out, it would die. But he was aware of that and is able to send this thing in quickly enough so it does not die to the Stealth Rocks. But at this point, it's not really worth switching for me. Cradillo got his Stealth Rocks up, kind of did his thing, and Shedinja is able to kill me off with the 1X Scissor. So that's fine. Honestly, at this point, I can bring in old Egg Dragoon here, is going to be able to either set up some nasty plots or just go straight for the Flamethrower on this thing and kill it. Since I already got rid of its Focus Sash, it's going to die to one hit. This thing has like 1 HP. I just decided to go for the Flamethrower as he hit me with a Will-O-Wisp, and that is a dead, weird little fucking... Shedinja's always just been like the weirdest Pokemon in my opinion. I don't know, man. It's crazy. But anyways, Togetic is looking quite nice out here. Honestly, I'm not really too afraid of what else he has on his team. He is going to be able to bring back out the Ursaring, who's going to take a lot of damage from the Stealth Rocks, and I'm able to, actually, I thought I was going to be able to leave a freaking Facade, but a critical hit screwed my day over. So I'm like, these critical hits, man, they're just really getting me. This stream was full of hacks, but I don't really care, hacks happens. But anyways, I still do have Twitter in my team, actually, too. I totally forgot that I still had freaking Twitter all full health and shit, so I'm just gonna go for the Protect, just to be able to stall out another turn of his Toxic Orb damage, and then be able to actually activate my own burn. So that's pretty cool. I get my guts, and Smokey the Bear is looking pretty pissed off over there. Smokey does not look happy about this. I go for the Facade that is gonna kill the Ursaring, and see you later, Smokey the Bear. It was a good time, buddy. It was a good time. Anyways, Twitter's gonna get hurt by the burn, and all he has left is his actually own Twitter. So I'm like freaking Swellow battle out here. We got Taylor Swift versus Twitter. He is actually just going to die to the Stealth Rocks, and that is a dead Swellow. So that was a good match. Thank you a lot for battling me, Dan. That was a good one. We should have a rematch soon. That throw kind of got to you, but yeah, we should for sure battle soon. He's been playing some NU quite a lot lately, and that's what I'm into. So if you guys want to see some more matches from us, hit me up with a comment, and also don't forget to check out aDrive's channel, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.